Okay, no, you didn't click on the wrong video again. This is the Flash, and that was in our last video. If you missed that video, make sure you go back and check it out. But in this video, we are doing Batman. Pull this off. I said Batman. So as you can see, we've got Batman. We're going to be doing him. And let's put the creation crystal. I'll explain everything. Okay. As the pun goes.
Welcome to the creation crystal, Portal Master. Here you can create your very own Imaginator. First, choose a battle class. Each class uses a unique type of weapon.
Okay, guys. Skylanders RE-MAGINATORs. We've been doing quite a few videos in the series now. You guys seem to really be liking it. I've been chirping out the creations of the Imaginators after they're completed, and you guys seem to be downloading them as well and are receiving them really well. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate all the comments and the suggestions for other guys too. One thing though, as I'm making Batman, and a disclaimer about the Skylander Imaginator series is, you know, we obviously can't, because the parts that Skylanders is supplying us, can't recreate all these characters exactly. So we're just trying to capture the spirit and get them as close as we can, and what would they look like in Skylanders Imaginators, and that's all we're trying to do. So, you know, let's, you know, don't have to have the hate messages and, oh, that doesn't look anywhere close and blah, blah, blah. You know, I get that. Now, if you got constructive criticism saying, hey, you know what, I took yours and I added this part instead and it actually looked a lot closer, you know, that's the kind of comments I love to hear. And, you know, that's the kind of ingenuity that I like seeing from you guys, that you're taking, you know, my imagination and improving on it even. So there are reasons why, you know, Batman obviously does not wield a sword. He's actually more of a ninja, but because in Skylanders Imaginators, ninjas are all those little short head guys with no bodies, that wouldn't look good for Batman. So I chose Dark Knight. And that's because Batman is the Dark Knight. So there's my pun, and that's why I'm choosing Dark Knight. And yes, he's going to have a sword, but you guys are just going to have to get over it. So I create a Dark Knight.
Knight Imaginators are brave warriors, highly trained in the noble art of swordplay. Are you ready to create a knight? Choosing a battle class is a final decision. A new knight is born. Now, bring your imagination to life.
Okay, so let's get into making Batman. Body, head. Now, a lot of my superheroes all are using the same head as a base or stock.
Nice to meet you.
Because there's really only one in here that works for that. And this Lucha Libre seems to really work well, or at least better than any of the other parts for a lot of these guys. And then for Batman, you know, I gave him human eyes. I know a lot of times you can't see them in some of the shows, but, you know, I gave him human eyes originally. Let's go ahead and do that this time, and you guys can change it up if you like once you get him. So, ears. Now, with ears, obviously there aren't any, like, per se, bat ears, but he does have these jackal ears, if I can find them. There we go. And those kind of fit him a little bit better. So I went with jackal ears. The chest, we went with, actually, it's the cyborg torso. And, you know, of course, Batman's been getting a really, that cyborg torso right there. Unfortunately, none of the chests are going to have a bat symbol on it, so we're not going to get the bat symbol on here, but the spirit of the rest of him will work. And on his arms, I went with, believe it or not, as funny as they look initially, if I can find them. There we go. These cleaning arms. Almost looks like Mr. Clean. So, and you'll see once you start coloring them in what that all this stuff will go together. And on the legs, as many of my superheroes do, we're using these superhero legs. And so, looks nothing like Batman right now. You'd look at this and say, nope, no Batman. And Batman does not have a tail, so we've got no tail. Weapon, okay, for the weapon, I chose, and I'm not going to be able to pick the weapon I want because I'm only level 1 right now. So I'm actually going to have to power him up to get that. So I'm actually going to kind of, not pause, but I'm going to speed through this arena battle real quick and kind of get some of his stuff powered up. So let's do this real quick.
Power before my sword! Well, well, well. Nice to see you again, Skylander. Let's get rumbling.
Jill Bill and Broccoli Guy still keeping it so real here. Get ready to start fighting? Now!
Porky's mutant plan's agenda here. It's not
Oh, this... oh,
so far, these Skylanders are getting a big Broccoli Guy thumbs up from me. I mean, do I?
Okay, so now we got level 6. That should give us most of what we need. Weapon. I chose this Chaos Sword, just because it kind of looks like the ribs on his gauntlets that he typically has. So if Batman were to have a sword, it could look like this. And gear. Let's go ahead and let's see. Yeah, we want still in the look. We're going to go gear. What kind of gear do we have on this guy? Headgear, nothing. Shoulder guards. I actually didn't put any shoulder guards on him, although you probably could. I didn't put any leg guards, and the only backpack that we have is a cape. Now, unfortunately, yes, again, this cape doesn't, it's not a long flowing cape like he's supposed to have, but it's a cape. And so, in the spirit of Batman, Batman has a cape. And that's as good as we're going to get for the cape. I think I lost my ears. I didn't go back up to body. Ears. I guess I didn't save them. So let's get those. There we go. And now let's size him up. Alright, let's start making this guy look more like Batman now. So on the height, full crank, head all the way down, upper body, kind of a little bit big and beefy, muscles in the middle, and lower body, let's just take him up just a tad. Let's go one more. Alright, so from a height perspective, there's Batman. Gear, you know what, I did actually have some arm guards on him. And the arm guards are... where did they go? I think it's Kingpin's. You know, the bladed arm guards. And if you look at them, you'll see that it has like those serrated edges like his normally have. So it kind of plays in with Batman. Alright, so now we're going to color. And let's go to the part themes. I almost always do everything individually. And for the head, I have this top one here. I'll use like the flesh tone that I'll use a lot. I'll either use this one or this one. I think I kind of like this one better. And then all these other ones are going to be black. So okay, his eyes. Again, I gave him human eyes, and I made them blue. Ears. Both black. Chest. I think, if I'm not mistaken, on the chest, everything is not quite the black, but this slightly lighter gray. And that's because the black, because it's glossy, becomes too black. But we'll see. Let's go ahead and go black versus, yeah, that darker gray kind of works a little bit better. So, alright, so now we've got his arms. Arms, both of those are just black. And then legs. On his legs, we went ahead and went with black, and then there's a little bit of yellow. Backpack. This is going to be easy. Flip him around. This is all going to be black. And then arm guards. Also both black. Oops, messed that up. There we go. Alright, so that is good as Batman's going to get aesthetically. That is as close as we're going to get. There's no bat symbol for his chest, but that is Batman. And so also I think for, let's go ahead and get him named. Let's go back a step. Let's see. Personality. We want name. Batman. Actually, I called him the Dark Knight. Well, you know what? That's funny. He's already called Dark Knight, so we want to leave him the Dark Knight, or are we going to change the name to Batman? Let's go ahead and change the name to Batman. But that's funny. It was already called the Dark Knight. Alright, so now he is officially Batman. Voice.
Power before my sword!
So, for voice on him, I put it at, let's see.
I take my sword. Here, my sword. Here, the dark. Fear the dark.
Okay, there's Batman. Again, not a lot of great choices for that kind of stuff, but it works. Okay, so we got voice, music, and effects. I literally had zero, let's see. I think I did none and none, yes, on both of those, because he's quiet and silent like a ninja. But I explained earlier why I didn't make him a ninja. So there's Batman.
Who knows? Maybe.
Uh-oh.
And that's pretty much Batman.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see. Do we have any other powers, though,
I'm pretty sure.
that we can choose for him? So he's got his duelist. Powerful swings. We'll go with that. The black hole. That's kind of cool. That's enhancing your attacks with smoke, giving damage increase. So he uses smoke bombs sometimes, so that's probably not a bad trait to have. You know, he throws smoke pellets. And let's see. The ground stab, mighty cleave, spinning attack, knocking enemies up in the air. That's probably more like Batman, knocking his enemies up in the air, even if we're doing it with a sword. And we don't have our soul gem as of yet. So anyway, that's all of our powers. We're going to go ahead and do the creator app time. We're going to chirp this guy out for you. So if you don't have your creator app out and handy, you need to get it. Either pause the video or come back and watch it again later. But if you turn this video, the volume on this video up is louder, or as loud as it, you know, a little bit louder than it needs to be, or louder than it is. Make sure that your microphone on your device that you have your app on is close to that speaker, and that all the other noise in the room is turned down. So hit the transfer Imaginator and get ready to receive just prior to me playing this noise. So we're going to play it twice, and here goes number 1. Okay, so that's once. Here goes twice. All right, guys, so this is Batman. That's a close-up of what he looks like. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'd love to know if you were able to capture him with your creator app using my Chirp. Let me know that you received him well. And also, if you find some tweaks, play with him in the app. Find out if you can do anything that makes him look even better. I'd love to hear your comments with that kind of stuff. But what we're going to do for right now is we're going to go back to the battle. Don't feel obligated to watch that, but that's pretty much from now till the end of the video. It's going to be me battling and beating up some bad guys. But this is the end of the creation part for Batman. Make sure you tune in for the next video because we will be creating Robin. Yes, that Batman's sidekick, Robin, will be our next video, so make sure you tune in for that. Other than that, we are going to be finishing this off and seeing what Batman has to do to these bad guys. There we go. I like that uppercut. Knocks him up in the air. And then smoke.
Bites the dust. And believe me, too, it does not taste good. Dust, I mean, not good. Level up. Booyah! Oh, had to jump in there and call it the Skylander leveling up. By saying booyah, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
See you later, non-alligators.
Alright guys, so as I complete this video, hope you enjoyed it.
Just incredible.
This is Brylander with Portal Power TV, signing off. Take care, and God bless.
Life damage, as we say in the business.
Broccoli guys all, what?
Wowie, wow, wow.
Nice.
How does that taste?
Uh-oh, we got ourselves a classic case of defeated enemy right there.
Looks like I'm going to... Uh-oh.
Booyah! Oh, had to jump in there and call it the Skylander leveling.
Bravo, Skylanders, bravo. But how will you fare in the lightning round? Actually, we do not have a lightning round per se, but this next battle should be pretty cool nonetheless.
Uppercut! Feel the power! Want some more?
Oh, wow, chill, Bill. It is a pretty bad day to be a bad guy.
See you later, non-alligators.
Uh-oh, we got ourselves a classic case of defeated enemy right there.
I'm pretty sure I am the first one. What the? Oh, I see. The Skylander just leveled up. I forgot that was a thing for some reason.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that is some good stuff right there.
In your face!
Cool. Those Skylanders appear to be kicking a lot of butt today.
Oh, so true, Chill Bill. And I guess I always realized that they kicked butt. I just didn't know they kicked this much butt.
See ya. would not want to be
Okay, I have to admit I kind of saw that one coming. I mean, the Skylanders, they pretty much always win, right?
They are definitely on a hot streak, and Chill Bill knows a thing or two about hot streaks, even though I am mostly associated with the cold.